Mutable signs, what's up, y'all? Let me just, there we go. Happy motherfucking Monday, or whenever you find these. This is going to be your April 12th through the 18th, 2021 readings, or whenever you find them. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Let's motherfucking get into it. This week, I'm going to be using a deck with all upright cards. This does give the reading a little bit more of a optimistic viewpoint, so I will say that. That's my little disclaimer. It still will talk about the themes going on in your life. When I find it necessary, when I get the urge, I've been calling it lately, when I get the impulse. Well, it's not like the other kind of impulse, like you're impulsive, but I feel an impulse. I feel something that tells me go that way, or say it like that, or say that. When I get the impulse, I will touch on some of the shadow aspects of the cards. When the cards are reversed, that's usually when you dip into the shadow side of the card, but sometimes, but not always. So when it feels right, I will kind of talk about that. Okay, so have no fear. Actually, when I first started reading, I never read reversals for like a long time when I first started, and they still hit. So how about that? Okay, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Let's go. Happy motherfucking Monday, or whenever you find these. Why is my nose running all of a sudden? Excuse me. Okay. Oh, sneaky peeky. 10 of Cups. If it's meant to come back out, it will. 10 of Cups is the ultimate family abundance, the situation that would complete you, would fulfill you. If it's not a family situation you're looking for, it is anything that would bring you a lot of joy. Career, relationship, self-love, anything like that. Financial abundance, the whole package, the whole shebang, okay? Still very good. Another 10 card, 10 of Wands. Okay, and 9 of Cups is our first card out the gate. Very cool cards. Let's see. Let's keep going. Jeez Louise. Guys, wow. You also got 2 9s that came out. Really cool stuff going on here. So, let me take a sip of water. Sippy, sippy. Y'all ever watch Graveyard Girl? She started off doing makeup. She's like a makeup chick, but she's like quirky. She's like really different. She's like more down to earth. She's like less like flashy. She's from the country. She's from like down south somewhere, so she kind of got that countryness to her. White girl with beautiful big blue eyes. She got a really unique spin on makeup, but anyway, she has this like tagline. She drinks her, I think she calls it alligator tea or something like that. Excuse me, I got a burp. Excuse me. So anyway, that came from her. Sippy, sippy. I don't know. You have to be there. Okay. So, still, mutable signs. The situation at hand is that a wish has come true. A wish is coming true. Or there's something you're wishing for. Okay, this is a dope-ass card. This is the manifestation of something you've been wanting for a really long time. What's crossing you is the Queen of Swords. The crossing you position, like I've been saying in the last few readings, is the part of the reading that shows you where the challenge is, like the obstacle, the place where you keep getting hung up. And we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a dope-ass card. She's air sign energy, so possibly it could be Gemini. This is for if you are not an air sign person and you're here watching this, it could be somebody air sign in your life. If you don't have any air sign people in your life, this could just represent your ability or inability to communicate effectively, okay? So communicating effectively or not could be things like, you know, how you express yourself and how you talk to people. They could be things like being really disrespectful with your words. They could be kind of a fear to say things because maybe you're timid or shy. The Queen of Swords could also represent like how you are perceiving, how you're looking at the situation. So to get such a powerful dope card in your challenge position lets me know that there's something that needs to be said, something that you haven't said, maybe something that you did say and kind of regret saying it. Maybe you were too blunt, too bold in something that you said. It could also have something to do with totally kind of off the typical definition for this card. There could be a lack of ability to be assertive. There could be also a lack of knowing where you're going, of focus, a lack of focus or a lack of understanding like what you really want or what you need. Being indecisive, right? So Queen of Swords, her position, the way she's, you know, gesturing, she's very decisive. She's clear. She knows what the fuck she wants. So we have this wish card. Okay? But the challenge is this kind of ability or inability to express, to see clearly, to focus, to concentrate. You may even have somebody like this Queen of Swords woman in your life who's kind of dictating shit to you. You may have somebody in your life who's got a really strong personality, who's kind of overbearing. You might have somebody, okay? Or this could be your energy. This could also just be lack of focus, okay? So that's the situation at hand. This does feel like a love relationship. This does feel like some kind of spread where maybe even you need to say something to your lover, okay? Because we get the Four of Wands and the Lover's card in this spread. So we see marriage, commitment, ceremony, and being very much in love, okay? So there's something you probably need to express. I'll tell you a secret. I just got like I get physical sensations and many times while I'm reading or while I'm doing some sort of meditation or spiritual tapping in work. And one of the sensations I get is a heat. It'll feel like a hot ass finger touched me. And right now it's just on my hip. And it went doop, doop while I was reading for you guys. And I took a past life regression class last night. And one of the signs, she says, there's different signs you get just according, depending on if it's a spirit guide or it's like an archangel, like an angel guide, or an ancestor. They kind of give you different types of, they say hello in different ways and try and get your attention different ways. So I'm just kind of decoding what just happened. I think that was more of like a reminder from my guide, my main guide, to relax and to breathe, because I get up on here and I get kind of like high strung. I don't know if you guys can sense it or not. If you think it's just enthusiasm or if it's being high strung. Sometimes I think it's being high strung. It's enthusiasm too, but I am kind of like tense. I'm kind of stressed out. They're just like, slow down. It's gonna be okay. So why am I telling you all this? It's because I want to be the type of reader. I am the type of reader that I want to show you the beauty in the flow and how I listen to my body. I'm always telling you guys about the High Priestess, who happens to be here for your outcome card. She listens to her body and not just the physical sensations. Okay, so now this coming back to you, your outcome card is the High Priestess. She listens to the rhythms of her body. She's psychic and she's intuitive, but on a much deeper level, she's not fiending for signs and synchronicities, although those do come to her. But she really listens and goes with the impulses that she gets, like how I was just talking about in the beginning. I get an impulse about, and it's not the impulsive, it's an opening, it's an energetic feeling that, oh, it's clear I can say this. Ooh, I want to say that. It feels like a rush of energy, like a surge of, it's an impulse. To me, that the word impulse matches how I feel. So the reason I tell you about, you know, these sensations that I'm feeling and how I'm learning them is so that you can see my process and maybe hopefully relate, or empower yourself more in your process. You're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I have kind of thought about it like this before. So that's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm veering all the way off why we gonna go over your reading time. I was shooting for 15 minutes each for these readings, but that shit ain't gonna happen. So let's get back on track. So my guides were just trying to reel me back in, reminding me to enjoy the process of this stuff that I do, this work that I do that I love. Sometimes I can get caught up in the performance, not the performance, but making sure I get it out to you guys right. You know what I'm saying? That it gets presented a certain way. They get the most for their time. So I'm pushing, because now I'm overthinking. That's that Aquarius moon. Let's motherfucking get into this reading. I hope you learned something from that rant. Okay, so what's going on, y'all? There's something where you're supposed to, the outcome card is the High Priestess. You're supposed to be paying attention to like how the situation makes you feel at every juncture. Every time you find yourself at a crossroads in your relationship or whatever this is here. This could even be a deepening of your self-love. Okay, anytime we get these kind of cards, we think, oh, you're in a relationship, but not necessarily. Or maybe you have a relationship on your mind, but not necessarily. This could also just talk about the strengthening of love, of the amount of love you have for yourself, and maybe the learning process you're going through with yourself. Okay, there's a wish that you hoped for, but we've kind of hit a challenge because something about our mouth, something about how we hear the situation, something about how we express the situation, something about how we think about the situation. Okay, or somebody in our life that is dictating or has a lot to say. There may be someone in your life that has a lot to say in your relationship. Could be a mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Ah, interesting. You have two queens here. It's almost like two queens are, what is it? Two cooks in the kitchen. I don't know. You know, too many people trying to, honestly, I mean, I don't know if this is mother-in-law. For some of you guys, this might be mother-in-law, but the, you know, mother-in-law should be backing down, but it's time to step down. Step down, lady. Step down. But, okay. What's hidden? What's beneath the surface? Got it. Thank you. What can't we see? What's in the subconscious? As we get Six of Pentacles. So, we're looking for balance and reciprocal relationships, fairness. Some of us have this kind of drive or deep urge to do charity work or to be able to give back somehow. This is like the root of the issue. The roots of a plant are really powerful because they're driving the plant up through the dirt, right? But if we deny the impulse of this root card, it really begins to break down, or if we can't see it, it begins to break down the whole structure of the plant. If the root isn't working, if the root can't be manifested and, you know, nourished, then everything else around it falls apart because it's the root of the plant. Okay, we're looking for balance and reciprocal relationships and fairness. Okay, what's crowning you? What's in your awareness? Is there some sense of fear or paranoia, despite the fact that you have a lot? You have a lot to show. You've done a lot of work. You've built something really beautiful for yourself that took you being creative, and there was a lot of passion and drive behind it, but you're unable to really enjoy it fully. Okay. In the past position, we have Ace of Wands. Okay. You guys got a few really dope ass wand cards. Wands are the suit of passion and creativity, but they're the drive, the impulse, the urge. Watch, I'm going to be using impulse all the time now. So we see Ace of Wands, the divine trying to help you. This is also very phallic looking, right? Like a penis. So we see this like masculine drive energy that you've needed to get through. And also maybe spirit has given you a hand in the recent past to help you drive through, to get motivated to do this, okay? For some of you guys, having a baby might be on your mind. For some of you guys, I just read this the other day, and it even talked about inheritance and blessings, unexpected blessings coming in as well in the recent past, okay? So that's for some of you. In your future position, we have the King of Pentacles. He's one of my favorite kings. I like all the kings. But the King of Pentacles is kind of my fave. I like the King of Wands too, because I like fire signs. But I like the King of Pentacles because this motherfucker is dope as fuck. He's hella cool. He's hella smooth. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. He's a boss. He's a leader. He's a fair leader. He enjoys the fruits of his labor. He works really hard, but he plays hard. And he likes to eat. My kind of man. He likes to eat. He's got grapes all over his robe here. He's in touch with the earth. He's very earthy, right? Earth sign. Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is in your future position. All right? If there's not a guy like this in your life, or somebody with some masculine energy like this coming into your life, this could be a business or a job or something you're trying to manifest in the physical realm, okay? Something you're trying to do or put together. You seeing yourself being very successful. Okay, and the energy that you're bringing to the table, we have the Queen of Wands. Remember, I was talking about this. She is fire sign. So for my mutable people, this would be either you, Sagittarius, or maybe you have a Sagittarius in your moon or rising, or any sort of fire sign, moon or rising, or somebody else in your life, fire sign. If it's not fire sign, it's the characteristics of the card, right? She's a go-getter. She's a hustler. She's driven. She's a leader. She's psychic. She's actually in her position in this spread. She's the bottom card, and the top card is the High Priestess. Both of these women are known to be the psychic women of the deck. Okay? This is the Psychic Queen, and this is the Divine Feminine Psychic path. Okay? So to get both of the psychic women in your spread kind of lets us know, doubly important to pay attention to, that your path in your relationship or whatever this is you're building, because you are building something, you are fucking doing something. You got the 9 and the 10. You got a lot on your plate. You're really trying to make a good life for yourself. Whatever it is, I forgot what I was going to say about that though. Whatever it is you're trying to build, that's what I was saying, there's a heavy emphasis on you being able to pay attention to the impulses of your body. Some of you guys, you're clairvoyant, clairaudient. You know, there's claircognizant, there's clairgustav. You can taste things that spirit's trying to, you can smell things. Clairaudient, you hear things. Some of you guys really have those kind of like more mainstream, like the ones that are talked about most, like clairvoyance, the seeing, clairaudience, the hearing. Some of you guys have those, but for others of you, you're being asked to use those, right, if you have them, but to use all the other senses that we have as human beings when we're learning our messages. My messages have been to pay attention to when I tingle, when something buzzes, when my ear rings, pressure changes, heat spots, right? Okay, a little heat. And also the impulse. There's just a moment you feel it. Time to go. I can feel it. And it's not the same kind of impulse like impulsive. I said that already as well. Okay. So In your environmental factor, we have Four of Wands. So we see the environment being ripe for deepening our connections with others, creating unions and bonds, you know. And if this isn't love, this is like great work relationships. These are just great relationships, okay? The energy, the environment being really ripe for that. Our hopes and fears, though, okay, we get the Lovers. Also the card of Gemini, which there may be some Geminis here watching, right? Mutables. We see you being hopeful and fearful of falling in love, or hopeful and fearful of a honeymoon phase. You know, the kind of high you get with somebody, but then you know that eventually it's got to come down. Also, being scared of red flags sometimes. Another key word for the Lovers card is discernment. Being able to discern what's what, you know, and how, what are they doing? How does that make me feel? If I gotta question it, that don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Just feel like you are really clear about what you want. For some of you guys, it's just really straightforward. For some of you guys, this spread is incredibly straightforward. You wished for something and you went and got it, and you did the damn thing. For some of you guys, that was a relationship. For others of you, this was, you know, a business idea, a career goal, just doing things to create more abundance in your life. Some of you guys just was like, you know what? One day you said, that's what I want. I'm gonna go get it. So fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You just did it. Crossing you, Queen of Swords. So maybe just being mindful of like how we're telling people what to do, how we're speaking to people, you know, being kind and things like that. Bottom of the deck is Ten of Wands, like I showed you. So we just see more hard work moving forward with a nice balance between hard work and feeling the situation out and listening to your guidance, listening to your intuition, heeding the intuition, paying homage to the ancestors and guides, and taking time to listen to them. Okay, I think that's it, y'all. Sorry for the detours. I hope you enjoyed, though. Happy motherfucking Monday, or whenever you find these. Please remember to like my shit. Please subscribe if you can. Share if you can. Leave a comment. Even a little sprinkle, a little something. Let me know you're here. I'd appreciate it. Happy motherfucking Monday. Can't talk. Bye, y'all.